Another very peculiar film, a film that I like a lot, The Village. Because again, I think it allows me to ask you something about a different character, Noah. The character you are playing is a young man with some mental problems, so I think it's also another kind of challenge. Played a man that has to express himself without word, but in a different way from the pianist. And
Yes.
maybe The Village is a thriller by Night Shyamalan. Maybe you have seen it.
Yeah, Night Shyamalan's film, yes. The character that I portray in that film was named Noah Percy. As it was written, he was mentally handicapped. I'll begin a little early, which was that Knight had approached me with the material. This was my first film that I accepted after The Pianist. That was not the lead role. It was a character that was very complex and very challenging to do well and not be too broad, to portray someone with that type of handicap, and it was essential in the storytelling. And more difficultly, Knight made me promise not to share the script with anyone, including my representatives, who often weigh in on the decision making, which I honored. And so I had read a screenplay that I responded to, and Knight was a filmmaker who I had great admiration for. Sixth Sense was an amazing film, and Unbreakable, and he had done Unbreakable, and so this is an interesting opportunity. Joaquin Phoenix was set in the other role, and I wanted to work with Joaquin, and I accepted it, and I took that responsibility on it. Partially it was because it was so different and so risky and so rooted in the path that I had taken thus far, which my concern was now when more overtly commercial or heroic characters would be presented after becoming commercially viable, I would perhaps lose track of what drew me to acting and what motivated me as an actor. So I took on that challenge, and I spent time with mentally handicapped children, and I worked with some organizations in Los Angeles, and what I discovered was they're the purest-hearted people you can imagine. There, of course, is a limit to their learning capacity. With that, they maintain a youthfulness and a childlike perspective. And young boys can be bad and do things that are very bad and mischievous, and I tried to capture that, but there was another layer within the story, and I discussed it with Knight, but I had to incorporate a disorder, and so then I had to begin delving into mental disorders, and but the beauty of that was, I wanted to create a character that was childlike and endearing, yet capable of grave mistakes, and I had to do it pretty much on my own, I think that set a tone of what I wanted to pursue in the coming years.
We have another question.